going to do what?
I'm about to cut a hole in the truck. Again. Put another small window in this side. I'm holding off most cutting more holes because we've got the MOT soon. I don't have time to fix them all. But this one's a quick fix. It's going to have an original window in it, which I've taken out from other places to do other things with. So by the end of today, I'll have a new window inside the truck.
On the grounds that we don't get kicked out of the barn, and then you have more holes in your truck.
It's beginning of October.
It's starting to get cold now as well, really cold. We came out this morning, it was 3 degrees. You probably didn't come out this morning.
No, I come out about 8:30 and it was cold, yeah. It's nice in the sun.
So I'm battening down the hatches, getting waterproof, getting ready to put the wood burner in so I don't have to work inside, it's nice and warm. And you're cutting more holes in.
Cutting holes. But on that note, you're going to help me hang my door in a minute, which will fill a big hole.
Yeah, I better go then.
Today, in Just-Escape camp, we're going to be fitting some air tabs to improve the aerodynamicness of our trucks. Now you may say, why are you doing that? Because you've got a great big truck which has the aerodynamics of a brick. So in an effort to improve our carbon footprint, or lower our carbon footprint, we're fitting a fairing over between the cabin and the hab. And we're going to be fitting air tabs to the rear section. What do air tabs do? Air tabs funnel the air, reduce the low pressure zone, as in it removes the low pressure zone, increases fuel economy and stability, and hopefully from our point of view it's going to stop a lot of the dust penetrating in. So, come with me and we'll see what an air tab really is and looks like. These are air tabs. You place them at 4-inch centres, just like this. 4 inches equates to a 1-inch gap. So we're going to use a nice bit of 25mm box section. So we're going to place these up the back edge of the truck like thus. That stuck pretty quick. So you just stick these on, fill the adhesive back in, and stick it on. It's good.
So Gary, what are you doing?
I bought Matthew a new hat because 2 reasons. One, he seems a little bit grumpy at the moment. I think it's how much work he's got to do. And 2, he stretched his one in a tumble dryer, and everybody knows Bruce loves a robber's hat.
Heavy rain.
Then?
Heavy rain. Got me a new hat.
Because you've been a bit grumpy out here recently, and we think it's maybe because you got hat envy. So we bought you a new hat.
Is that a smile?
His little chest is alive. Oh, maybe he has got emotions and they're all stored in his head.
Oh, bless.
Oh no, thanks Bruce does for a new hat. He's so happy.
Let's start in this corner.
Any suggestions on window choices, Bruce, for overland vehicles?
You buy the cheap, nasty seats ones. Well, not so cheap, but they're crap.
Because if you want a good window, it comes at a cost. Time, fingers.
They're cheaper. It's cheap as long as you don't do it wrong.
Which is where this one's currently going at the moment.
Well, this doesn't actually work out to be cheap, though, does it?
Compared to a CX one, it does, yeah.
Yeah, but it's still, by the time you've spent money on the seals and time and effort, it's not like dirt cheap.
So, having spent how long putting a window in?
It's got to be 2 hours.
Is it really?
Oh, well, we come out at 7:30, was it? What's the time now?
I've no idea.
It's 9:30.
That's an hour and a half. Oh, it's 2 hours then.
2 hours.
And it looks great. The question is, though, is we're a bit worried that the seals work well with glass and not with...
Polycarbonate, it's so flexible, we're worried it will pop out.
Go on,
But it
him.
doesn't seem so bad now.
Go on, him. Give it a test.
I don't want to do it, but I guess we should. I'm pushing quite hard.
A lot of movement in it.
So, plan B.
I have a question. What's plan B?
What are you doing?
I'm designing in here. I am designing a tunnel which joins the hab and the cab together. But there's lots of issues because there is a shroud around the cab, and the cab and the hab, when off-roading, will move independently. So there's going to be this. Anything that's mounted to the cab that protrudes forward will hit the shroud as the cab and hab move independently. So anything that's going to move really needs to be all mounted to either one side or the other. And it needs to be, I want it to be weather tight. And I don't just mean a bit of rain, I mean sand, dust, torrential storm. So I'm just having a little think about that. This was built as the tunnel when I was having a bigger space between having the cab. Due to my extension being too big for my wheelbase, according to UK laws, I've had to put in the box forward, which means I now have a tunnel this big, still that big. So that's what I'm doing. So I've just drilled a hole in my finger with a 3mm drill, and it really hurts. It is really, really, really painful. I mean, I didn't like... I'm fixing the fairing on. And although I didn't drill into my finger was away from the drill, but as I pushed through, it kind of pushed through much further than I expected into my finger. I've got a lot of work to do. We've got painting in a few days' time. I'm really rushing to try and hit that date. I don't need a hurt your finger. So after a little further inspection, you can see that's a pretty big hole. It's absolutely chewed my finger up. It's gone numb now.
Well, I had a really big burn. You've just got a tiny little hole in your finger.
He's drilled right into his finger.
I'm expecting anticipation of severe pain now. It does hurt.
I got the whole of that, didn't I?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
That does hurt. It doesn't hurt as much as it did after I did it, but it does hurt. I can see why you cried. I'm just not going to cry.